It was definitely the beginning of me expressing myself as an artist in a very true way. But even more on this album, it's a big growth even since the last album. It's more personal, it's more honest, and it definitely opens up people to a lot that goes through my mind. You know, they never know what I'm thinking, so I express it in my music. There wasn't a theme. I just wanted to get back to music so badly. So we went in the studio and we just started, and it really is just my story. And we made it our movie. And that's why we called it Rated R. Well, again, Rated R is the name of our movie, and our movie is my story, and that's exactly what it is. It has a double meaning. Yeah. It's not, the album isn't a restricted album, but it's definitely fearless and a little more grown up. But only because I grew up. My last album I put out when I was 19, and now I'm 21. So I'm gonna sing and speak about different things. We didn't really want a specific concept, but I wanted my sound to be darker. I wanted it to be even edgier than the last time, and I felt that we achieved that, especially working with Chase and Status, and they were really the foundation of the new sound, and everyone else just had to kind of get used to the sound, and even, I mean, when I say that, when working with other producers, we had to play them a few beats before they even started working on stuff for me, just to give them an idea of the sound so everyone could kind of be on the same page. Because, you know, we got a lot of songs that were like dance records and sounded exactly like what we did last time. We didn't want to do that. We didn't want to repeat ourselves. Well, Russian Roulette, we just felt like it was the perfect song to go out first. But Wait Your Turn is also another song that came out with it simultaneously. They both had different messages. Russian Roulette is more of an emotional record, and Wait Your Turn, it's just very cocky. It's really aggressive in terms of the attitude. Well, there are three songs out right now: Russian Roulette, Wait Your Turn, and Hard. Hard is the one featuring Young Jeezy. It was done by Dream and Tricky, the same guys who did Umbrella. And we actually worked with them on another record called Rockstar, which Slash is featured on. But the first three singles, they each have a different message. Wait Your Turn and Hard are kind of on the same page. Russian Roulette is very personal. Wait Your Turn and Hard are more aggressive. We worked with will.i.am. Who else? Makiba. I mean, there are a ton of people that we work with. But, yeah, BK, James Fauntleroy, who played a big part in writing a lot of the records. Yeah, but that's most of it. When I picked Chase and Status, I heard their sound, and that made me want to work with them because I felt like they got it. So then with the other producers, it just came to us. Like, it either worked or it didn't. So we worked with people who we worked with before, like Neo, Dream and Tricky, Justin, even we worked with Justin Timberlake, but it really was whoever got the sound right and it was a hit, it worked. Like we had a bunch of other records that were hits too, but they just didn't match the sound. I wanted to make the album of a lifetime. The album that I always wanted to make, say exactly what I wanted to say, how I wanted to say it. I just didn't want it to feel like I was creating a song. I wanted it to feel authentic. I wanted it to feel natural. And I just went into the studio on Vented and we came out with hits. The most emotional song on the record is definitely the last song. It's also the last song on the album. And you have to hear it, but it's very, very personal. Probably the most personal record on the entire album. We also worked with will.i.am on a song called Photographs, which is my favorite song right now. We worked with, did I mention Young Jeezy before? Yeah, those are the 3 collaborations, just those 3. Working with Slash was actually, it just really happened last minute, and I'm very grateful that he woke up early in the morning to head to the studio. He got the call the morning of the day the album closed, so he had to kind of just get straight to the studio and start playing on the record, and he did, which is I definitely was excited about because we all love Slash, so it was exciting that he was on my album. I think life, it comes with a lot of curveballs, but every experience that you go through, whether it be positive or negative, it teaches you, it teaches you and prepares you for life, and it kind of just shapes you as a person, everything you've been through, good and bad, whether it be professional or love. I wanted to change the sound of radio in general. Everything just sounds the same. Like, everything is like a big dance record, and we did that when that was us on our last album, Don't Stop the Music and records like that. But this time I just wanted something more artistic, something a little serious, because I did have my fun with my last record, but this is fun for me because this is exactly who I represent now. This is who I am. This is what I've been through, and it is who I am now. So that's exactly what I want to do, change the sound of radio. It was a very liberating experience. Just every song, it's vulnerable. Every song opens you up to a different mood, a different story, and overall, it just, I'm excited. I'm excited about the whole thing. I really am, and I'm glad we made it the way we did. Well, first we put the record out on November 23rd, and then we go on tour in the spring.